Who wants to ride a sled with stock graphics? Not us. Use SledSend 4 for 20% off a discount on Arctic FX graphics. They'll bring your vision to life with hundreds of designs and endless customization options. Your sled will stand out whether you're on the trail or in the backcountry. So hit the link in the description and customize your wrap and use SledSend 4 for 20% off at checkout. SledSend listeners, welcome back to the next episode. We're still at Heydays. Appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, be sure to check out some of the links in the description. There's some pretty good discounts with some pretty killer companies in there, so check that out. All right, this episode, we got two athletes. We got Kobe and we got Shay, and our special guest is Austin Becker with Becker Media.
Yes, sir. Yep, that's it.
Hell yeah. So, Austin, give us a rundown. Who are you? Where are you from? What do you do? Other than ride sleds.
Well, I'm Austin Becker, obviously. I do concrete in the summertime, and I try and snowmobile all winter. So.
Hell yeah.
I'm from New York, born and raised, and hopefully one day.
I think you're the first person I've ever met from New York that rides snowmobiles.
Yeah,
that's
right.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, everyone asks me that, and they ask me how I got into snowmobiling, and most of
you got a hell of a story.
Mainly snowcross, but
okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dope. So you live in New York. You live in New York right now?
Yeah, I just got here like an hour ago.
What? I thought you were from the West Coast.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say like you used to live in New York.
Yeah. No, I like kind of like upstate, like more middle of the state. Like where
okay.
Massachusetts and Connecticut come in.
There you go. Yeah,
right
perfect.
That's sick.
Hell yeah.
So, do you like shred the pow in New York when they get like 3 feet of snow down like Times Square? You just like, yeah, Austin Becker, what's up?
So there's times where like we get dumped on, but like in New York, it just like melts within a week.
Yeah.
So like you got to get right on it.
You got to get it.
I got videos of me like riding down main roads and shit. It's pretty fun.
That's gotta be awesome, dude. You get a picture on Times Square with your sled in the middle of that, all that, when they get about a foot of snow, you'll be a legend.
You're right.
You'll be on Time Magazine.
How far are you from there?
2 hours.
2 hours? Oh, that's easy jaunt.
Oh, dude, I'd go down there.
Dude, I could take the sled down there.
Yeah, exactly. That would be awesome. So how did you connect with the boys from Oregon? Because you're pretty close with like Kale, right? Yeah.
So I actually joined this program called the Action Sports Club. That is basically what got me to take the leap to really go for riding professionally, in a sense. And so I met Kale through that program, and I was like, dude, he's a photographer. Nobody's asking him if he wants to take photos. I'm like, dude, you want to take photos of me? He was like, yeah. I was like, all right.
Cool.
So me and my family, we go every winter, and we packed up and basically did our family trip, and then I called him up and I said, hey, this is where we're going. We went to Cook City, and that's history.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice. So do you go out west for wintertime?
Yeah.
Or you just make a couple trips?
Yeah, we basically work all summer to go out west.
Nice. Yeah. So where do you stay, I guess, in the wintertime? Where would you say headquarters is?
So, like, when we go on family trips, we just, like, get a hotel for, like, a week.
I gotcha.
Like, normally, the most time on the snow I get normally is, like, 7 days.
Okay.
And not this past season, but the season before that, I had 14 days. So that's, like, the new cap. And this past season was ridiculous. Most time I ever got.
Yeah.
Sure.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Who all travels out from New York with you? Your fam or?
Yeah, my dad, my brother, and 2 of my buddies, my buddy Joe and his father Joe.
They all ride?
Joe
Yeah.
Jr.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that's how you said your dad rides. I'm assuming that's kind of how you got into the sport.
Well, I mean,
we had anybody more Eastern than him on this podcast?
I think that's
crazy, dude.
Unless you
I didn't even
count
know there were snowmobilers in New York.
Yeah, man.
That's freaking legit. Yeah. Stand up.
So, like, up north, they get a lot of snow, but it's all flat. That's why we come out west.
Yeah.
It's cool, though.
Heck yeah.
But, yeah, my dad got us into snowmobiling when I was really young. Actually, I have a good story my mom reminded me of.
Yeah.
I was, like 2 or 3, and I was sleeping on her lap with a pacifier in, right? And we were at the hill climbs, and dead asleep. She wakes me up. She's like, hurry up, you got to race. So I get in the race and I beat the kids, and the kids are fuming that they got beat by a kid with a pacifier.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
He's like, I ain't taking it out, boss baby's just.
And back to mom, back to sleep. Work's done, boys.
Yep.
That's how you do it.
I got a picture of me like in this full yellow banana suit on this little kitty cat, man. It's so
That's
funny.
dope.
PIMP.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
That's sick.
So you did something last winter.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about like what happened and then start from the beginning and tell us how you got there?
Oh yeah. It's
Hey, what's up, guys? We're here at Heydays, and I'm standing here with Dayton from Albany Lodge, and he's going to tell you a little bit about what they have to offer.
Hey guys, so we're a certified Polaris Adventures outfitter located in Albany, Wyoming. We have 13 cabins and 9 hotel rooms. We offer a fleet of sleds in the winter for rent as well as in the summer of side-by-sides. If you guys are looking to do something a little bit different, we offer guiding, fishing guides, all of the above. At the end of the day, get dirty, get tired, stop in the bar and grab a drink, get bites to eat, have a good time.
Heck yeah. And be sure to use SledSend 4 for 15% off the lodging and their entire rental fleet, whether you're here for the winter to ride sleds or in the summer for side-by-side.
So I completed a backflip for first time on a snowmobile, and I trained all summer on it on a pit bike with my buddy Jimmy K. If you don't know him, you know him now. Jimmy K _187.
There you go.
And dude, he's the man that helped me get past like the mental barrier. He's a professional freestyler for pit bikes. And stuff.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. And I went up to his compound, practice. You know, bike landed on me a few times, knocked some sense into me, and I got it down. But yeah, I really wanted to do it on a snowmobile, so I wanted to practice and train as hard as I could to do it. And there's a lot of people that helped me get to that point. Like when I moved out west, I got a job with the boys down at Ibex, and I was working with them ever since. And you know, my own sled had a lot of issues. Like as soon as I got there, man, it was like just one thing after another. It literally broke down every weekend, and like no joke.
Yeah.
And so that eventually, like, I ended up kicking the bucket on that thing. But in between the midst of that time, Ibex let me take their R&D sled every now and then and get some footage on that. And
Nice.
you know, I'm super appreciative with those guys, and they really helped me like stay comfortable on a sled. And,
Yeah.
and then, you know, bringing that into perspective, my brother also helped me tremendously. Like how I said my family goes out on a trip.
Yeah.
They went out to West Yellowstone, and they knew my sled was having issues, and my dad and my brother like, we'll leave you one of our sleds to go do that. My brother left his sled for me so I could go basically destroy the thing.
Dope.
I mean, I can't thank that guy enough for sure.
What a good brother.
Yeah. And
Older, younger?
Yeah, he's older. He's
Older?
like mid-30s. I don't want to say his age.
Good older brother.
No, but that's the dude that has pushed me ever since I was a kid, so I owe him a lot, for sure.
I feel like that's what older brothers are good for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple smacks in the face. You know?
Yeah. Probably quite a few of those.
Oh,
huh?
yeah.
Dope. What? So you obviously didn't just go out and throw a backflip,
Yeah.
right? Like I know I follow you on social media.
Yep.
Maybe not everyone else follows you on social media. Walk us through like how long did this take?
Yeah, it was definitely not overnight, that's for sure. I mean, I started mid-summer, and I do, like I said, I do concrete in the summer, and I was doing my jobs, and then like I would pour concrete and then drive to New Hampshire after pouring concrete from New York, and then try and backflip, like totally shot. And like the first day was just atrocious. I mean, I worked till like sometime in the afternoon. I got there, it was like just getting dark, just destroyed my pit bike, man. And like I posted a video up before, I blew the foot peg off and like bent it down. I had straightened it back out with the sledge and threw some zip ties on it, and you know, we were trying to flip on that. But eventually I kept going back, and like in between times, it was like a couple months in between times. So I didn't get like, I wasn't like, okay, this weekend and then next weekend. It was like 3 months before the last time. And the last time I tried, I had the pit bike land on me pretty much every time. And then
Pretty much every time.
Pretty much everything.
and then so the second time I went, which was a couple months later, I pretty much got it right away. I mean, I don't like staying in the same spot, so I like to progress fast and efficiently. So like I learn as much as I can, because you can't learn everything in one go. So I just take in as much information as I can, and I implement it, and I make sure I implement it, because, you know, your word is one thing, but your actions are paramount. You know, you can't
100%.
Just say you're going to do it and then not do it.
Yeah.
So like the mental barrier is what you need to crack to be able to do that kind of stuff. Like I was scared. You know what I mean? Anyone
I don't
would be
blame
scared
you.
in that, you know, but it's just like that. You just got to shut it off. You know?
So one off to that. These guys know a little bit. I've been trying to do a backflip, but not in the smart way. It's more been like, I'm pretty sure I might be able to make it off that full speed. Whoa, 20 feet up.
That's 90% of it right
Upside down, then I bail, you know, and I'm like, I'm like out. So from my standpoint, I guess since you just completed it, what's first action that somebody like me needs to take, I guess? Do I need to seek BMX training, pit bike training?
So what I've noticed after flipping a pit bike and then flipping a sled is the pit bike is not even close. Like
A little bit lighter.
So the best way to describe it is like it gives you that break in your mental barrier, that crack in the wall, and then when you're on the sled, you're just like, I got it, you know. Even though it's like it's not gonna be the same.
You're like, dude, my landing's snow, not dirt now.
Exactly. It's like a foam pit everywhere.
Yeah.
You know? So like the biggest thing is to try it and do not do the same thing twice. You know, and know how to bail. That's the biggest thing. I did not know how to bail the first time. I learned quick.
Yes. I'm pretty good at bailing, but it doesn't mean that I know what I'm doing. I'm just more like, let go, you know, land, and my sled's like, woof.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, it's definitely just like, it's hard to teach someone. Everyone's different, you know. Everyone rides differently, stands differently.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a thing where you just got to try it, keep doing it, and you know you have to force yourself to learn and get past.
So
that.
do you think the pit bikes help?
Dude, do it.
So they help.
Yeah. So I think it helps break that wall up, so you could really bust through it with the sled. You know.
I've talked to these guys about it a couple times. I don't think I have like access to pit bike foam pit type stuff, but over in Tahoe they have like a massive bike. Foam pit that BMXers go and practice all the time, and I'm like, at least the rotation, at least you'd have that, feet on the pedal instead of I can backflip off a rock and trampoline and stuff like that all day. It don't matter, but you put your feet on something else and then try to flip a whole machine. It gets pretty freaking scary.
Yeah. So like the best way I could try and put it, and I learned the hard way, is like I tried to think of it as a re-entry, and I just got to the point where I was like that, and I was like stuck. So I don't think it's a re-entry, but like. First off, you need to have a lip that's like basically backwards, you know,
almost inverted.
It's easier that way. I mean, you don't want it to like pop up like that, because that's going to shoot you back. But like something that's like literally you're looking straight up at the sun, you know, and you just gotta huck it, man. You just gotta pull back. And the biggest thing I noticed too is like the first time I tried to flip in Oregon, my butt actually touched my tunnel. So I pulled back literally as hard as I could. I couldn't go through the tunnel. But like the biggest thing I noticed is getting that initial pull and then immediately throwing your head back and then following through with your hips, because your torso is your center mass. So your center mass is what flips the sled.
Copy that. Is there like much with track rotation speed?
Oh yeah, just wide open.
Oh yeah, hold it open.
That's what I figured. Oh yeah, just wide open. Rev limiter, find it.
Yep.
That's freaking awesome.
Oh yeah.
So how many times on the snow did you try before you were successful?
I try to not pay attention to that, because that's part of the mental barrier thing. Like if you think about it, you're like, man, I really didn't get that close. And then you get the one that's that close, and then you're just like, you forget about everything. You're just like, I need to do this. Like the one I landed, the one before that, I literally dug the skis in, endoed, and I was like, dude, I'm right there.
You're there.
Like I don't know what I have to do, but a little bit more speed and I got it. I know it.
Yep.
And that's the confidence. You need to be confident about doing it. You got to hit the lip and be like, I'm going to land a backflip right now.
Yeah.
You know?
So what was that moment like when you did? Like, what was the rush of that feeling and emotions like?
So it was surreal in one, and almost like I just opened a door. You know what I mean? I'm not saying
I want to do it again.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. But like, I have a lot of progress to come up with and get better, and I want to get really fluent in flips. But man, it's just like the sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Me and Kale were talking about that. Like, as soon as you like pull a flip around, you're just like, I could hit that. This is cool. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. But for sure.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I got to give shout out to Cody Hunt, man. If he didn't show me that one spot, I don't know, because it actually had a landing. Every time I tried to flip, it would be uphill.
Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at still
I
too.
noticed that.
Yeah. So the only reason I would suggest that is because when you land, you're not actually landing like plus 20 feet down. You're landing up, so it's a lot softer impact, but it's a lot harder to land.
Did you like start with 180s or like the half corkscrew, or were
No.
you just straight?
Yeah, whatever's gonna happen.
I'm just holding on.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what happens.
You know what's funny is I tried to flip before I like tried to big air jump.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I got a video of me trying to jump and it was horrendous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cody's got that one.
So is that who you ended up landing it with? Like
Yeah.
he was out there
Yeah.
helping build
Yeah.
the ramp and everything.
Yep. Yeah, it was the whole Wyoming crew.
Nice.
We got Cody Hunt, Johnny Two Skis, Devin, and my buddy Fitz. He's back there right now. Poor guy, he got busted up pretty good, but he's out here, man. He'll be back.
He tried one
No,
too.
he got busted up in a hill cross race in the
Oh,
East
I gotcha.
Coast.
Yeah, I
got
gotcha.
handled pretty good, but yeah, he'll be back. We'll be getting him. We'll
Nice.
get him to
Good.
flip.
Good.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah, that
Heck
I've
yeah.
seen Cody, obviously on social again, but
Yeah.
throw some pretty wild things.
Dude, I'm
some of
gonna-
his jumps are just like, oh my!
I'm going to tell you right
gosh.
now, that dude impressed the absolute living daylights out of me because, like, so Devin has this 146 turbo Skidoo, and I've never seen this guy ride it. Like, I'm sure he's ridden it a couple times, but at the time, like, didn't even pass through my head. He's like, let me ride your sled for a second. He hops on a thing, dude, and probably the biggest backflip I've ever seen.
Just throws one down right
Dude,
there.
huge.
Just-
I mean, I got a picture of him in the air, and it's like he's over the sun. It's insane.
That's dope.
It's insane, man.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Good inspiration right there.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, it's Robin Cook with Truck Boss Decks. Just wanted to show off our 8-foot Truck Boss. It's 100% aluminum, made in America. You never have to take it off in the summertime. A year-round use, dry and secure storage underneath.
Yeah, absolutely. And be sure to use SledSend 4 on the website for 5% off to upgrade your adventure with Truck Boss Decks.
Dope.
So what are you going into this next season? What are you focused on progression wise? What are some of your goals?
So definitely want to get more fluent in backflips, but let's just say I want to build a seat grab seat. And,
There you go.
Maybe get upside down with it.
Heck yeah.
That'd be really
sick,
fun.
dude. Little like Superman backflip or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Superman seat
Whatever
grab
happens.
backflip.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I just want to do cool stuff. That's pretty much it. You know, I just have fun doing it. It's it's not really for anyone but me, so I just really like doing it. You know.
Yeah,
Good for you.
absolutely.
Yeah. Good for
Absolutely.
Dude, I love where your head's at with all this.
Yeah. Thank you.
What do you do in the off season?
In the off season,
Like we know, obviously you've said what you do for work, but I feel like there's more to Austin in the off season. Than,
yeah, I basically I just work and go to the gym and try and eat right. The biggest thing is I've been trying to pick up a very healthy diet because I was trying to get bulked up in weightlifting, and I was trying to. There's ways to do it in good ways and bad ways, and I was doing it more or less in bad ways.
Yeah.
like not like bad ways, but
Not like
just
HGH.
no, like just like I'd go to like McDonald's and get like 4 burgers and
Yeah.
fries, and just try and get like super carved up, so I had a lot of energy. But like, man, you eat right and you have unlimited energy. I mean, you get tired, but it's not like a tired where like I'm gonna pass out.
Or you can't
walking right
recover.
now.
Yeah.
It's just
Like,
like
let it pass and then we'll go.
yeah, it's like it's a manageable tiredness, So I mean, I think eating healthy not only gives you the nutrients your body needs, but like you can actually utilize those nutrients in a positive way, and you benefit so much. Like I've been lifting relatively heavy recently because I didn't work out all winter, so I lost a lot of muscle mass, and I'm trying to regain it. And I probably gained 10 pounds of muscle within like 2 months, just eating right. you know?
Yeah.
It's super, super good for you just to eat right, drink lots of water, just be mindful of what you're taking in.
So is this your diet? Is that something that you do yourself, or do you have someone you work with for that?
I mainly I try and do it myself, but I always have to reach out to some friends and whatnot to give me the right direction because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I think that's the important part about
Yeah.
it, right? Is like even if you don't know exactly what to
least
do,
you're
like
doing it.
just
Yeah.
reach out. Right?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, just like life, man. It's whatever you put into it. You can't just go and be like, yeah, I'm gonna eat healthy, and then try it for a day and then, bail on it and be like, I tried,
Yeah.
You gotta, it's just like backflipping, man. You gotta put what you want out of it.
Yeah. Yep.
You're not gonna just get it overnight.
Set the goal, work backwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Absolutely. Dope. When are you gonna come to Oregon again?
Oregon, I'm planning on this winter. I'm gonna come back out this winter.
Yeah.
And hopefully get up with the Ibex boys again.
Yeah.
And And
Is Ibex out of Oregon?
Ibex is in Idaho. They're
Idaho.
American Falls.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Where do you ride at in Oregon?
I kind of just go wherever Kale tells me. I have no idea where I am, but-
We're unloading right here today. All right, cool.
10-4.
Dope.
Yeah.
Mount Hood area, I'm assuming.
Probably
Yeah.
Bachelor, yeah.
Yeah, I think we saw a Bachelor for the one
Yeah,
spot.
yeah.
I know he talked about this area called Moon
Mountain.
Mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, I've rode Moon Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good except for all the skiers are going like this to you
Yeah.
everywhere you go. And you're like, wow, I didn't know we shared the mountain. And they're like raising their stick like they're about to
Yeah.
hit you on the way by. And you're like, Jesus.
Right.
Where's your favorite place to ride out west?
Man, that's a hard question.
Oh, it's a loaded question, to be honest.
Honestly, I haven't ridden in Wyoming at all until this past year, and that is some of the most gnarly country I've ever
Isn't
ridden.
it? It's fun.
It is sick. Dude.
Yeah. I got to ride there at least my first time last year. I don't know if that was yours
all
too.
of ours.
All of ours.
My
Yeah.
first time riding there.
Yeah. So we're here with Albany Lodge at Heydays, and we went out there for to help out with the ladies ride, and then we got a guys day on the last day, and
And it nuked
all
on
of it was so fun in its own way. But that last day where we all got to ride together, it had nuked all night, was
Yeah.
nuking all day. It was blistering cold,
Nuking on us.
but holy
It was
smokes, was it
freezing.
fun!
Oh, yeah.
it was absolutely fun. So,
Yeah.
if you ever, shameless plug to Albany. If you ever
Right.
want to go to Wyoming,
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Stop
we were
there.
like a bunch of fat kids in the candy store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like chocolate running out of our mouth, and we were still trying to pile it in. Dude.
Right,
We couldn't have
right.
enough.
Yeah.
We couldn't have enough.
Yeah.
exactly.
We're getting kind of close on the time limit. Want to do some of the hot take?
Yeah, I mean, you can
Fun
ask
questions.
the fun one.
Yeah, I like the fun one.
The weird one?
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Well, it's not weird. It's only been weird for one person.
yeah, yeah.
Whoever
That's
that
true.
was.
What's the weirdest thing that either you or somebody you've been with in your crew that has ever brought on a sled trip? What's the weirdest thing?
I think that'd have to be me. I brought.
That's your answer to Jose or whoever said that.
So so my brother has these pair of pink underwear, right?
We got a good one.
So we used
Gotta
to,
keep her.
so we used to go wedding crashing with it. Right?
Oh yes!
So now I just like
I'm moving to New York.
instead of wedding crashing, I just bring it sledding. Like I got a couple videos from like when we went to Shasta like July 9th, and I got some funny shots of like me in the pink underwear and like a sombrero.
Yeah,
Just funny stuff.
That's awesome.
pretty good.
that is a good one.
underwear.
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do the underrated, overrated.
Yep. I like that one. What would you say is the most overrated aftermarket part?
That's a tough one. I mean, windshields.
Windshields. Yeah. Don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So inversely, what would be the most underrated?
Underrated is suspension by far.
Yeah.
And these guys, suspension pros, man, they dialed me with my stuff, man. I mean, the stock suspension can take you and do whatever you want, but like when you're really trying to push like high mile an hour stunts and you're basically sending to flat on some stuff, like when you get the proper valving, you're not taking it in your joints and back to like your nutrition, like you're trying to stay young doing this for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And that really saves your joints and all that, and it just like it's a whole smoother ride. You carry your speed faster, you take impacts better, and it's just all around. It's in better times.
Just not beating yourself up
Oh,
so
yeah.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I
let
think
the,
I need to
let
get
the
me
tools
some
do the work.
suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get down at the year and like my tendons to my knees.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to take, the side hill
Yeah.
or the bow tie, bam,
Yeah.
like, and it's all just on your knee or on that
Yep.
one knee that's on the running board, and
Yep.
I'm beat up after
Yeah.
the season.
So I always wear knee braces because I had a lot of knee surgeries, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't really have good muscles to keep my knee from hyperextending. And knee braces are definitely a good one too.
That's what he wears them, and he tells me every year, you need to get yourself a pair. And I'm like, oh, no, I'll just wait till I tear my ACL, and then I'll say it like I do everything else. You told me so.
Yep. You definitely don't want to do that. I did that twice.
I got one more question for you. I've been wanting to ask everybody this all day. If there's one thing, or if there's something that you could change about the sledding industry, what would it be? It's a tough one. I've been thinking about it all day, and I'm like, I don't really know.
So the one thing I love about the snowmobiling industry is I have yet to meet a bad person. Mm-hmm. I think anyone is the nicest person I've ever met. You know what I mean? I think what I'm trying to accomplish myself is bring back like big air stuff like Sled Next style, and not that re-entries are bad or anything, but like, man,
where's the big air stunts at?
There is nothing like watching KJ back in the day, man.
Johansson?
Dude, just launching off these cliffs, man, and it just disappearing.
On a sled that he just fabbed up in the shop.
With 2x4s, you know? Yeah. Dude, I always reference that all the time, dude.
I loved that segment.
Yeah.
Where he's just walking on the side of the road, builds a sled, and then hucks it.
Dude,
yeah.
KJ, the man.
Absolutely.
KJ, you hear this? Appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate you. There you go. Shout out.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap this episode up. I appreciate you jumping on the podcast, dude.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we always end these episodes with having our guest ask the audience a question, and then we cut it up for TikTok and Instagram and stuff. Right so is there something that you can think of, putting you on the spot? Is there something you can think of to ask the listeners and viewers?
If you were to take what you want out of this industry, what would you want out of it?
That's a good question.
That is a good one.
Yep, that's a good one. Let us know in the comments below. And again, thank you for jumping on. Appreciate it.
Thanks, you, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, super fun. Good to talk with you.
Likewise.
SledSend listeners, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.